Hello, it's Sandra from the Funky Pickle Thrifter. Thank you so much for coming to my antique auction adventure. I'm so glad you're along with me today. I was running a little bit late for this auction, which I hate to do. So there were a lot of things I wasn't able to bid on because I just didn't have time to check them out thoroughly. But I did get some really beautiful things. There's a beautiful lot of Whiting and Davis that I picked up that I'm just crazy about. That was my most expensive item. I spent a little bit over $300 this time. At the last time I went to this auction, I spent about 1,000 or so. So let's hope I make my money back. I hope you enjoy coming along with me. Thank you so much. Let me know what your favorite thing is. All right, let's see what I got. So it was a shame that I was running late because I really would have liked to have delved more deeply into many of the items here. There's a little Masonic tie clip that I just saw. There was a lot of great old jewelry in this lot, and there's something that is kind of bad that's going to happen right here. Right there. See in the lower left, that silver earring with the tassels? That earring is belongs to my Whiting and Davis lot, which is unfortunate because I have the one earring, and this lady who was sitting behind me at the auction has this earring. So this lot, I think, went for either $280 or $380. I dropped out. I was in kind of a heated bidding war, and I think she was bidding and someone else was bidding, and I just dropped out. I dropped out at around, well, before it reached 300, I dropped out. There were some pretty nice old things, as you can see. I don't know what those are. I guess those are earrings or something without the tops. Some pretty cool stuff, I thought. Just too much money for my blood, you know. I didn't see anything super spectacular. There was an old bracelet that I really liked a lot. And then when I picked it up, it was broken. Let's see where it is here. Yeah, see what I mean? Pretty nice, for sure. It would have been really fun to go through. Yeah, that bracelet. I really love that bracelet. Nice and old, but it's broken right there. See that? I don't know if you noticed it, but that's kind of a panel bracelet, and one of the things was broken in between. So, anyway, you may notice by my sleeve here, I'm wearing a flannel shirt. I like to dress down when I go to things like this. I don't know, I kind of wear some sneakers that have a little bit of a rip in them, and I don't usually put much makeup on, and I kind of put my hair in a ponytail. I just sort of downplay everything. I just throw on some old clothes. If I have a shirt, maybe I paint it in or something. That's just how I do it. I just like to kind of blend in with the rest of the crowd, if you know what I mean. This is not a fancy auction at all or anything like that. Those were some very pretty trinket boxes, weren't they? Didn't really have time to look at them. Whiting and Davis, what? Yeah, I'm all about this lot, and I bought it too. So let's check it out. So here it is. I was so excited when I saw this stuff, but I figured it was going to be outside my price range. But believe it or not, I won the bid at $80 for this whole lot. So very exciting. Now, one thing that was included is this mesh bag. Of course, Whiting and Davis very famously made these mesh bags starting in the 1890s, the early 1890s. It was very expensive to get one of their mesh bags, but the process became automated in the early 1910s, became made by machine, and they became more affordable. But there's the mark right there. We can figure out when this is from. This one is not particularly old, and it is really in near perfect condition. It's kind of unbelievable, all this stuff. I don't know if somebody worked at the factory or what the deal is here. Now, there are a couple of missing stones, unfortunately, but it really doesn't detract. I mean, you could just barely even notice that, I think. So anyway, let me see if I can just back up a little bit. So this is a pretty gorgeous bag. That's what the handle looks like. I also really love this color too. This is such a super cool orange color. Beautiful Whiting and Davis mesh purse. But of course, I'm all about the jewelry that's here. So first of all, I have all of these Whiting and Davis necklaces. These are beautiful. They all have their hang tag. Not super, super vintage on these, but very nice, very sort of high quality, and they are tangled up, so forgive me, but these are all separate. Some thick ones, some thin ones, some gold ones, some silver, you know, gold tone, of course, silver tone. So these are lovely. Whiting and Davis still makes jewelry today, but these are very beautiful and high quality. Oh, this is very nice. Very pretty Whiting and Davis Cameo ring. Isn't that pretty? Now this looks like a poison ring. It looks like it should open, but I don't think it does. I couldn't get it to. Yeah, I guess not. I guess it's just kind of that look. And the mark is back there. Yeah, that's the mark I'm a little bit more used to seeing. So I think that's really pretty. I mean, the selling point here is just the fact that it's mint or near mint. Really looks unworn. So this is a very pretty and girly and unusual bracelet, I think. It's a hinged bangle, as you can see, with a safety chain. Very, very nicely made. So take a look at this. I know everything is marked because I did double check. Of course, I can't find it now. Oh, there it is. See it? Whiting and Davis. It's right there. But how pretty is this? I think this is really unusual. I really like the way this is sort of thought out. I really like the faux pearls and these sort of wings or feathers. So I think that's a very, very lovely bracelet. I'm going to try to put some of this stuff on my eBay page. By the way, my eBay page is the Funky Pickle store, if anybody's interested. But take a look at this really fabulous bracelet. Whoa. Look at the tassels. Look at that. This sort of has a mushroom vibe going on, right? But I love this thing. That is pretty neat. Fabulous. And then there's this necklace. So also in near perfect condition. A lot of fringy tassels. Huge bail. I love that bail. Double chain. Here's the hang tag. Fantastic. And here's our, unfortunately, here's our lone earring, which is, that's okay. What can you do? What can you do? So let's take a look at this necklace. What do you think about this? Now, this is really, to me, this is what I think of, besides the mesh bags. When I think of Whiting and Davis, I think of these iconic snake heads. Look at the teeth. But the teeth. How cool is this? What a fantastic necklace. Now, I could not find one like it on the internet, not in white enamel with gold highlights, could I? I think that's very, very interesting. Here's the other one I have. Perfect condition, near mint. Look at this. It's just so high quality. I mean, it looks like it's rhodium plated. It's just so shiny and so magnificent. So I don't know if I'm going to be selling these or keeping these. I think I'm going to keep them for a while because I just think they're super cool. I mean, they're wild, right? And the teeth and the heads and the thing. Love those. But here's my favorite. This one's probably going to be your favorite one too. How about that? This is just beautiful. Look at the bullet-shaped or the dome-shaped cabs. Or maybe that's all one. I'm not sure. And maybe this part just goes around the middle. No, I think those are separate, actually. It doesn't come apart, does it? No. Now, I couldn't find any comps for this. I found something similar, or a few things similar on the internet, but not this particular one. And I just think that it's glorious. It's just so cool. And I love that color. Really great royal blue color. There's the hang tag upside down. But this one is super great. Now, I'm not going to sell this. This one I'm definitely going to keep, at least for a while. I just love it. I bet you I'm going to get a lot of compliments when I wear this because it's very unusual. And I love this nice, nice long chain. But, of course, I could switch it out with some of those other chains if I wanted to. Love Whiting and Davis, right? So great. Very, very collectible name brand. All right, back to the auction. Here's some great antique photographs. That was kind of cool. I think that was 3 men holding some fish. And these are awesome. Yeah. That one's not in very good condition. But look at that one. That's a very, very large tin. And then there was just that picture. If there were more in there, I maybe was going to bid on that. But that's all there were. Some more old postcards. And here is what they are advertising as a gold-filled lot. And I bought them. So let's have a look at these in my house. So I bought that whole box of stuff for $30. I thought that was a fair price. And there are some very, very beautiful things, including this necklace. Look at this. Isn't that nice? I just love this. Now, the box that it's in at auctions, those are called Rikers. You don't get to keep the Riker, by the way. But on the Riker, it said gold filled. And I don't know if all of this is gold filled or not. So you can see it's not old. There's our lobster claw clasp from the 90s. But I think there's something really, really beautiful about this necklace. Now, this necklace could be older. That could be a replacement, you know. But I really, really love this necklace. I love the kind of movement it has. And I really love this chain, too. So that was one of the things. And here's a very pretty brooch. Really nice Rivoli stones. I think that one looks to be replacement, doesn't it? It does to me. I think I might have the same brooch. That one might be a replacement too. Not sure. But it is very pretty, as you can see. I don't think this is gold filled, but okay. That's all right. I still think it's really very pretty. So this is a torque necklace. This is what I always think of when I hear the term torque necklace. I know people do refer to just sort of stiff necklaces that go around your neck as torques, but this one is a proper Celtic torque shaped necklace, and it's quite lovely. I didn't see any markings on it, but they said it was gold filled. Don't know, but I really think this is quite pretty, isn't it? I love that one. Now here's a really pretty locket, isn't it? Let's see if we can get it to open here. Oops, this is a little bit weird. I really like this. This has some sort of interesting translucent enamel on it, although this one is not guilloche. Oh yeah, I guess it is actually. Look at that. Okay, did not notice that. This is not, you know, as old as some of the other things that I bought there, but it is, let me open it, hold on. Okay, I got it opened. So as I was saying, this one is not as old as some of the pieces I got at this auction. This one is by Vandel. Vandel started in the late 1930s. They were based in Providence, Rhode Island. I think this is a very, very pretty locket. But let's take a look at this big, gigantic jewelry that's coming up. Have a look at this. This is pretty special, I think. Now, I don't know if a factory made this or just a person did this, but there is white thread throughout. I think it's beautiful. Don't you love this? I really do. Check it out. It's pretty cool, I think. I mean, it's so dramatic. I just love it. I really love it. And I love yellow jewelry. And also came with these matching sort of incredible earrings. There's the white thread. So I thought $30 was a really good price for that whole box. You know, if it was going to go for a lot more money, I probably wouldn't have done it, but I thought that was a good price. Look at this beautiful pear-shaped pendant here. Supposedly gold-filled, in theory. In theory, I think this one is really a beauty also. Pretty, right? Now we're back at the auction. What beautiful Victorian Christmas postcards these were. There were 2 albums of them. I was bidding on both of them, but they started just getting too high. I think those both went for over $200. They were really chock full of lots and lots of cute stuff. I actually really like when the postcards have writing on them too. Many people don't, but I do. So here's some old photographs. But, oh no, yeah. Oh, I don't like hunting. Sorry if you do, no judgment. But look at that thing somebody got. Those were probably worth a bunch, those photographs, any hunter or anything. No, no, I don't want to see that. I had to put them down and walk away. I didn't like that. Those actually sold for a lot of money too, believe it or not. Oh, I love old photos so much. I was tempted on these cabinet cards, but I didn't do it. I did buy some though. I'm going to show you those later on. This probably should have been bought by me. Oops, sorry. This was a whole album full of cat and dog postcards. Here's some old toys, some cool old stuff. But look at this scrimshaw. Whoa, look at that thing. Probably worth a ton of money, but I don't think it's legal to sell. So yeah, I don't know. Didn't want to buy that. Some nice paperweights. That's kind of a cool old tin toy, right? Some glass negatives. I actually already have a whole box of these somewhere I have to sell. They're my mother's. I actually have to sell those for her. I was trying to figure out what the pictures were. Those were probably cool. Didn't have time to really examine them, so not sure. It's an old clock. Of course, a lot of people collect clocks. Those necklaces went for a bunch too. There's some beautiful, beautiful sterling silver bracelets. Nothing quite stunning or unusual enough for resale, really, if you know what I mean, right? So there's that. I bought it. Check it out.
Now, I said to myself, you know, if this sells for 15 or 20, I'll get it. There is a left bid. That's what these orange stickers mean. So that just means somebody left a bid. And now it's a mystery. They don't tell you what the bid is. You just know that somebody wants it, basically, for some price. I just thought this was very, very interesting. I love scarabs. This is a piece of plastic. There's the thing, though. I don't think it's a ring. See how it's flat right there? I can't imagine that fitting on anybody's finger. I guess this is maybe some sort of a scarf thing. You know, you'd pull a scarf through that. That's what I'm guessing. If I'm wrong, please tell me. But I thought that was kind of a cool vintage scarab item. I paid $30 for this. So I got these two pieces. Now, this is very pretty mosaic. This is old. I do have other pieces like this. And it's not really in perfect shape. Some of these little pieces are falling out. Some of these are glass. Some of these are shell. Not too bad. I really love this. It's definitely old. But the thing I really liked about this a lot, and even though I was in a rush, I did notice that it was missing one of its little things right here. Hold on, let me back it up. I really, really like this. I think this is very, very interesting. But what I didn't realize is that it's not going to be that easy to just replace that, because these rings have sort of a pattern on them. So I don't know what I'll do with this. I might just sell it as is. But this is just a great piece of Egyptian revival jewelry that I really love. And maybe this is from, what do you think, the 60s, maybe the 1960s? Both sides are different, which I also really like. So yeah, I don't know, both of those for $5. I thought that price was very, very fair. So I like those. Okay, back to the auction.
Back at the auction, checking out more of the stuff in the glass case. This is where the best jewelry is kept, and then I zero in right there.
So I got this box for $75. We're going to take a look at this. This had a lot of older stuff. I mean, maybe not this, right? But this is sterling. Everything in that box they said was sterling. This is one of our Tussie Mussies. I love Tussie Mussies. So you could put a little bit of water in there and put a flower in it. And it's a pin, of course. I don't know who this is. I'm not even sure what that says. It either says REOC or REOG, possibly. I'm not sure who that is, but I was very excited that this happened to be in there, because that's just something that I really like. Now, I think this is very interesting. Not jewelry, obviously, but it's an ashtray, and I think this is pretty cool. 1880, yeah. So these are likely silver, these coins. This is a nice heavy piece, too. I'm guessing this is some sort of handcrafted thing. It has some sort of stuff on it I have to try to get off. It was actually much, much worse before. So I took a soft bristle toothbrush and some vinegar, and I was trying to clean it, but I need to do it a little bit more, I see. But I thought that was interesting, right? But I mean, that's not the reason I bought the lot. I'll show you the reason I bought the lot. Now, these are Victorian Puffy hearts, and I think this is just absolutely incredible. Now, a lot of times you see these puffy hearts, and people even say on eBay and stuff and online that they're Victorian, and oftentimes they are from the 1940s. These are not. These are absolutely from the 1800s. And there's a little piece of turquoise in there. These are all sterling. That one's missing its little stone. I might have something I can put in there that would be age appropriate. But I love this thing. I can't even tell you how excited I am to have this. And it is on this bangle. This bangle's very small. Does that have damage? Might be a little bit smushed right there. Look at all this lovely, lovely patina. I just love all this tarnish. And I think that says, let me just see if it's marked, actually, the bracelet itself. I can't find any marks on the bangle itself, but I think this is just a very, very, very interesting item. And I love those charms. I love how little they are. Now, in the same lot, there were some more charms. So let's take a look at these. These are like a different size. How many do I have in here? Yeah, okay, so there's 4. Look at this cute one. Clara. What a wonderful old-fashioned name. Doesn't remind you of Aunt Clara from Bewitched. How much did you love Aunt Clara? She was adorable. So this one's marked sterling. So obviously there was some sort of a gold wash on this in the day. That one's beautiful. Look at this one. What does this say? Husband. Aw. Forget me not. This is in really nice shape. You know, look at that enameling. So nice. Everett. Okay. That one is cool too. Yep, it is marked sterling. And then this one. So I'm just so happy with these. I'm really, really so happy. Oh, and then this was the last thing that was in the box. So this really should have been tested by rights because they said sterling, but you know, it may be, it may not be. If you've seen some of my testing videos before, when I have something that I question, I put it in this red bag I have, and then every so often I just do a whole testing thing all at once. So I'll put this in my red bag and we'll test this together at another time. All right. I might sell the Tussie Mussy, and I'm going to definitely sell that ashtray. But I think these Victorian puff hearts, I think I have to keep for my own collection because I do collect Victorian jewelry, and I just love these so much. Meanwhile, back at the auction. So this was disappointing because I did mean to bid on this lot. There was a lot of stuff in this lot. It was 3 or 4 boxes worth, and I saw that some of the pieces were definitely older, and I was very excited. Look at the stick pins. I think there's some hat pins in there. Oh no. I don't know what happened. I just spaced out. I saw the runner standing there with this box, and then the next thing I know, he didn't have it anymore. So I just spaced. Look at that cool compact. That's like a Champlavet compact. I would have loved to have gone through this box with you, but I don't know. I didn't even have my phone on, so I don't know how that happened. But, you know, a lot of runners stand there at once, and I guess I just looked away or something. So that was unfortunate. Oh, the ring. Oh, well. No big thing, I guess. It happens, right? These things happen. These are very pretty. Some antique paper dolls. Those were in very nice condition. I don't think those went for very much. I probably could have bought those and sold them and made some money, but I didn't. So here's some jewelry. Not cool enough, not interesting enough, not different enough to make enough money on them. Jewelry, these lots especially, really get bid high, like really high. They were just going for a bunch. Now this little box I bought, so let's take a look at that now. So this box was $15. I just love this beautiful repose bracelet right here. Now, it's not marked, but it kind of looks silver to me. Not sure. We can test it at a later time. Let me just see if it's magnetic. It isn't. So yeah, I'll check it out. I think it's just very, very beautiful. I love that. I don't know how old it is. It might be old. It sure is pretty though. Let me see. Is that some different color showing underneath? Okay. So this is likely just silver plated, but it is very, very beautiful. I love this. And then this is a cool belt buckle. This is not old, but I think it's awesome. I love that purple stone. I love everything about this. This is very cool. I kind of have a thing for flower baskets like this, you know. So this one's probably from the 40s. This one is really, really cool. This is pretty cool also. I really like this. This also seems like it might have some silver on it. Maybe if it's just coated. Oh, this is one of those things, isn't it? Where are you? Yeah, there you are. It pulls apart like so. Very cool item. I don't know if that's real turquoise. Probably not, right? Let's see. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. So I'm not really a turquoise expert. That is something I don't really know much about because I don't find it often here in the Northeast. But I really, really like this bracelet. Even if it's just costume, I think it's nice. But this I really, really like. Look at this cool bracelet. There's our book chain. And I think this is really cool. These are plastic, the flowers here. That's just a very cool bracelet, I think. I love how bright all these flowers are. Accented with some other stuff here, some faux pearls and some faux coral, faux turquoise. And this also came with the matching earrings. I thought this was a very good price. All of that for, what did I say, 30, right? That was a very nice lot too, I think. All right, let's go back to the auction.
Oh, look at these antique dolls. Now, that whole box of dolls, are you ready to be sick? That whole box sold for $10. And I did bid on them, but he didn't see me, so the guy won them for $10. Here's some very, very beautiful dishes that I don't know anything about. Certainly very, very nice. Oops, sorry. Hope you don't get seasick, car sick. There's a scrapbook. I think this one, oh, okay, I'm going to take a look at the dolls first. I think that one might be from Japan. And this one looked German, but because I was late, you know, I just really didn't have time to take a close look. I didn't see any signatures. Didn't look like anybody obvious that I knew who it was. I know a little bit about old dolls. And this is a scrapbook of movie stars. Those are not real autographs. I think you could just send away for those and buy the whole packet of them. That's what I think those are. Those didn't sell for very much. That was a very interesting book, though. I wish I had more time to go through it. I did really like it. And here's a tray of some interesting letter openers and things. These I do end up buying, so let's come back and have a look at these items.
So I don't know much about this lot. There are letter openers. What does that say? Made in Finland. I don't know. You know, I just thought that it looked sort of interesting because I'll tell you why. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this letter opener. American Society of Plastic Reconstructive Surgeons, Inc. Founded in 1931. I thought this might have some resale value. What does that say? New York, 37? I don't know, 31? It must say 31, right? If this says 31, I'm not sure. Anyway, I thought that was a kind of a cool letter opener. But this is why I bought the lot, because of this. I lived in New York City for a long time. I actually had dinner at the 21 Club many, many times. I used to work on Wall Street, and a lot of times broker dinners would be at the 21 Club. When I looked this up on eBay, this sells for about $90 or $80 or something. So that's really why I wanted this whole lot, just because I knew that I could make money on this 21 Club guy. Now this whole lot, I think I paid $22.50 for. Look at this letter opener. This is really cool. It's very heavy, you know. And then I guess Yeah, I guess this is a letter opener. It's a really nicely done piece of wood, solid wood, I think. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe this is really cheap to make. I have no idea about, about this stuff. And then also included in this lot was this Ronson lighter. I have sold lighters before. I don't know much about them, but I know that I have made money on them. A Ronson Crown. Not sure. It seemed like it was in nice condition. So I got that whole lot for $22.50. So I bought this antique glass hand-blown Easter egg. I don't know why I bought this. I don't know what in the world I would do with it. I guess I'm going to try selling it. But I just thought that it was beautiful. I was very, very attracted to it. Don't you think it's nice? I really, really do. I think this would look really nice when I decorate for Easter. But I paid $10 for it, and I thought that that was very, very fair. So, back to the auction. Some more cool stuff. I love these old trade cards. I just think they're beautiful. That's really cute. I would love to look through those. Look, to my sweetheart. I think that part, I was trying to figure out how it opened, but I think that like pulled out. Yeah, so it could just stand up. How cute is that? I just loved all of those. I think I was bidding on those, but the pricing just started getting to be too much. I really have enough merchandise right now. I have to concentrate more on jewelry and getting rid of some of the bigger stuff. So that's why I just kind of couldn't do it. But I really wanted to. So pretty. Look at that. Wow. Love it. Voigt's German Cologne. Oh, look at this beautiful set. Bought it. I had no intention of buying this dresser set. Absolutely none. But I did sort of look at it, and I think that it's beautiful. I don't know if I've ever seen condition like this. So this is guilloche enameling. You can see there it's machine turned. And this pink enameling is somewhat translucent, so you can really see the texture underneath. Look at the comb. I mean, it's just in beautiful, beautiful condition. This looks like old celluloid right here. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny little flaw right there. I just noticed that. But what happened is it came up for bid. Like I said, I was in a hurry, so I didn't have a chance to really examine a lot of the stuff, unfortunately. But it came up for bid, and they said, this is a sterling antique dresser set. I didn't even know it was sterling. But I got this whole set for $25, so that's pretty sick. And I can't imagine not getting a couple hundred for this. And it is marked S&B sterling. Now, if you look up S&B, I did look it up quickly, but I can't remember now. But this is old. This is probably from the 1910s, maybe from the 20s. It's somewhere in that area. But this one I just bought to make money on, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I just love this whole set, and there's quite a bit of sterling here too. But this one is just really all about that condition. It's just in beautiful, beautiful shape. So I'm very, very happy with this dresser set. How lovely is that? So I only bought one more thing. It's not jewelry. It is an old photo album. Oh, look at this clock. That clock didn't sell for much. I think that sold for like $75. That was a beautiful French clock, by the way. There's some silver, some really pretty, is that Majolica? Don't know. There's a Riker of turquoise. Yeah, is it though? I am not so sure, auction people. Some old coins. Well, let's take a look at this photo album I got because it's very interesting. Here's the photo album I bought. This album has some tintypes and some cabinet cards too. Some really pretty stuff in here. And this is just loose. But he's a fine, distinguished gentleman, isn't he? Dr. Hayes died December 18th, 1881. I love this tintype. I really do. I would guess this is Civil War era. See, she has a little pin at her neck right there. Look how young. Pretty girl. I love her face. I also really love the lace bonnet that she has on her hair. Looks like she might have a little stick pin there in her collar. But look at this gentleman. Wow. What a fantastic character. I just love that face. I'd like to hang out with him. I'd like to hear some stories from him. I wonder if they were married. These are not Tintypes. These are, however, that is one fabulous, fabulous face right there. Now she has some sort of a pin also right at her neck. It looks like she has a ribbon tied underneath. Yeah, that bonnet has a ribbon, so it's being obscured a little bit, but that looks nice. Looks like she might have some other jewelry there. What is that? Hard to tell. A belt buckle maybe? And he's a great looking guy too. He looks like he could be modern day, right? And I love on these Tintypes some of that hand tinting on the cheeks. Oh, this is really interesting. So this is a little baby being held by its mother. Can you see that? That was a really common thing. She's beneath that black satiny fabric right there because photos took a long time, and she's so little, that little baby, she just would have fallen over. So her mother's actually holding her. I just love that. She looks like she has a little bar pin on. Here's another fine, distinguished gentleman. Now, some of these, this is not a Tintype, of course. This one is. Some of these photographs have a little bit of wear. And this stuff right here, that's called foxing. So that's just when moisture gets on paper. It causes those little brown dots, you know. Oh, look at this guy. What a magnificent photograph. This one is likely Civil War era also. I love that face. What a great beard, right? Love it. Looks like, I don't know what's going on with the haircut. I think that was a do-it-yourselfer, right? Wow. Really, really interesting face. I could just stare and stare at that face. Oh, look at this lovely lady. Now she is wearing something on her neck that looks like a Victorian knot brooch. Hold on, let's see if I can get on this. Sorry. How pretty is that? Isn't that nice? I have some brooches that are similar to that. So you see that? Brooch serves a purpose. It's actually holding that closed right there. I just love that. I think that's so moody and artistic. She's very pretty too. Look at her eyes. Isn't she lovely? And she has a very pretty brooch on her neck too. I have a similar one. A similar Victorian brooch. Oh, I hope you had a good life, girl. Look at this guy. He's really a great looking guy too. Wow. You know, and interestingly, his eyes look a little bit creepy, right? And that's only because he has blue eyes. People with blue eyes always look a little bit odd in these photos. I mean, not for their time, but for our time, I guess they look a little bit odd. Just because he probably had gorgeous blue eyes. Oh, look at this very, very pretty young lady. Pierced earrings, of course. That was your only choice. There were no clip-ons or screwbacks in those days. I like her little floofy curly bangs or fringe. She also has a very nice brooch at the neck, and that's a beautiful gold chain. I can't tell what's on the bottom of that. Yeah, I can't tell. He's another very distinguished gentleman. He looks like he came from money, right? Pretty eyes. He looks like a president. Who's he reminding me of? Somebody. This guy has got some cool stuff going on his face right there. First of all, he's good looking. But these sideburns, like with the twirly, swirly, fuzzy thing. Yeah, I dig it. I dig you. I think you're really cute. That's probably Civil War era also, I would guess. Oh, I love this photograph. So she almost looks African American, right? I'm not sure about that, but she's so beautiful. Look at those glasses and her hair. She has the braids. She also has some sort of a Victorian bar pin right there. I love that photograph. Very, very beautiful woman, I think. Whoa, I like that hair comb. Nice earrings. Those are Cameo earrings, aren't they? Wow, she's very, very pretty. Look at this woman. Oh, I love the hairstyle. So this looks like she had braided her hair and then wrapped it up on top, and then that looks like some sort of a ribbon in front. Very pretty eyes. I'm digging those pearls right there. Those are beautiful. Oh, I love her too. Look at her stuff on her hair. I guess that's a bonnet too, right? With some lace. She's pretty. I don't see any jewelry on her. I like her dress though. Sort of satiny. And, oh, I love this guy's face. Look at this. He looks like a doctor or something important too. Now, I wonder if maybe some of these have writing on the back. I don't know. I didn't like pull them out or anything, so I'm not sure. Here's another great looking older gentleman. And this, oh, what do you think? Sisters probably, right? Look at the hair with the little curly Q thing. And she's holding a bouquet of fresh flowers, and she has a fan. Oh, she's wearing a ring. Any other jewels that we can see? I love these faces. So she's got the blue eyes. She may have blue eyes too. I just think these sisters are absolutely beautiful. I love this photograph. I love that she almost has like a little bit of a smile. That's a tintype. Hopefully you can tell. I'm not really saying it, but here's a great looking guy. Look, he looks like a movie star. So this one looks later than some of the other ones, right? Or newer, however you want to say it. This might be 1910s, 1900s. And here's another great looking guy. Whoa, I like the bow tie. And he has a stick pin on right there, doesn't he? All right. I'd like to have that stick pin. Oops, sorry. Here's a baby. Look how cute that baby is. Now that mommy is not holding the baby. Old enough to sit up on its own, I guess. Here's a gorgeous, gorgeous tintype. Whoa, look at her jet with the locket. I am loving that jewelry. So pretty. Wow. You know who she reminds me of? Remember in Gone with the Wind? Their little kid in that movie. Remember the kid who falls off the horse? I can't remember the name. Oh, okay. Look at this guy. Another great looking guy. I like that tie too. Very serious. He probably went to Yale. What do you think? Big ears. Big ears. You know what they say? Big ears, big heart. I know I just made that up. Oh, I love this picture. I love her. Is she pretty? I don't think there's many more. I hope this isn't boring. I guess it is if you don't like old photographs. This one's really pretty too. She has some nice pierced earrings, some jewelry right there on her lace that we can't see. But look, she did those little curls right there in her hair. Love it. Whoa, look at her curls. How wonderful. Pipe curls, and then she's got some sort of floofy, fluffy stuff going on up top. Hoop earrings. Whoa, nice girlfriend. Very modern, right? And I don't know what that is. I don't think that's a button. That looks like some sort of a brooch, right? And she's got some very, very pretty hair combs. Look at her hair. Oh, she's very pretty. Look, little pearl drop earrings with the lace. Look at the lace dress. Oh, I love that dress. Very, very pretty lady. And I really like this too. Now this looks more Gibson girlish, right? I like this sort of cherub frame. She's holding a parasol. She has some nice jewelry on too. And then here's a little girl in a winter outfit. That's really cute. Kind of overexposed, I guess. Blue eyes. I wonder if I could clean some of this foxing off of them. If anybody knows how, you know, tell me. That's not a photo, that's just a print. Wow, the foxing's really bad on that. I think foxing is contagious too. I think if I just leave them like this, it'll get worse. This looks like a school teacher or something. This is just a little picture. Very young. Nice necklace. Look at those glasses. Those are cool. I think those just clip on her nose, right? They don't go on the ears. And I think that might be the last one, is it? Yeah, I think so. Well, that's all she wrote. Thank you so much for coming to my auction adventure with me today. I really hope you had fun. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite thing is. Okay, I hope to catch you soon, everybody. Have a great day. Cheers.